Welcome here to Wichita tonight, and no, you're not tripping. Both teams have a 4-7 record coming into this game. Now, unsurprisingly, the Baystars have lost at home once again, so they've had a very unsuccessful homestand. Now coming on to their best part of the schedule, in a way, well, a road trip you could call it, more like, you know, they're going into America for a few games, and then they're going to go back to Japan, I believe, after this. I can't remember. I don't care. Anyways, Wichita Wizards here are going to host the Yokohama DNA Baystars. Now, as you may notice, this is not the Wizards Park. This is instead Zozo Marine Stadium, which is not where the Wichita Wizards play. It's where the Chiba Latte Marines play. That ball is actually sent pretty far. Not gone. Anyways, to our pregame show right now, we're gonna start off with the IPU standing. So, unsurprisingly, oh, that ball is absolutely crushed. Hold on. Wow, hold on. These balls are getting crushed. Just watch them. Oh, now the pitch for whoever's, I think that's sure, he's going to take ball 1 low. Now the 1-0 is going to be, oh, that's absolutely crushed. It's gone. Oh, wow, that's crushed. All right, well, that doesn't make the score 1-0 for our opponents, the Wichita Wizards. Now, back to the standings. The Sydney Blue Sox have the same record as both teams that are playing today. The Wichita Wizards and the Yokohama DNA Baystars. That makes at least 3 teams. No, there are 4 teams with the same record. That is, no, 5. 5 teams. Brooklyn Bears, Sydney Blue Sox, Yokohama DNA Baystars, Wichita Wizards, and Dallas Panthers. Which is kind of surprising considering the fact that that's 4 divisions. So 2 teams would be tied, which in this case it's going to be Wichita and Dallas. And then the Firebirds are 10-1, of course. The highest winning percentage in the league, which is crazy. The Baystars know how to ruin perfection. We're pretty accustomed to that already. Considering the fact they ruined the perfect season for the Firebirds, and then, unfortunately, Golden Nicarius' perfect game in the final at bat, which the person that does play got released, so maybe if he got released a few days earlier, maybe we'd have a perfect game under our belts that we've watched. Anyways, down to it. Both teams are 4-7, looking to try to fight their way to 500. Unfortunately, only one of those teams are only going to take that path. We'll see which one does tonight. And yeah. Hold on, guys. I'm replying to someone on Twitter with a Batista home run for no reason. Anyways, Bitey's leading off. Well, if I said that yesterday, we'd be pretty disappointed. Now, with how he went off, having 2 hits last night, I think that's a pretty fair assessment. Top of the first, he's going to dance. Come on, man. You have 2 hits on the season, 10 games, 11 games. Come on. Hey, maybe it'll help him. Don't shame the kid. Dragon User seems to be behind the plate. Where's the Batista? Oh, there it is. Anyways, first pitch coming your way pretty soon. Top of the first. Unknown to who's actually going to get on the mound. And the stream link's not up. Good job. Okay, guys. Yep. David didn't send the stream link. I'm going to rage at this man. Hold on. At Rash. I'm just going to ping Rash. Alright, anyways. First pitch coming your way right now. So looking on the mound, we'll check after this first pitch. The first pitch is going to be strike 1 in the upper left corner. Perfect camera shot at 2.2 ERA for sure one fire. We've seen him pitch before. He did pitch. Oh, that ball is absolutely hit. Is it going to drop? It is! A leadoff hit for Bitey. What is he on? What is he on? You also got to dive for that ball, but man, Bitey with the leadoff hit. I would have not called that on my bingo card. Not to underestimate him, I'm just saying. Now, Short One Fire, we've talked to him before. If you don't remember, the All-Star Game finale, Division D versus Division A. He pitched a complete game shutout against Division A. The game was 1-4-0. Now, we'll see if he can repeat that success on 2 days rest. Ball went upstairs. No doubt about it, he's a pretty good pitcher. Strike one. We'll just see if the Baystars randomly wake up their offense tonight. But who knows? Ball two downstairs. Now, as far as I'm aware, Seisei's pitching tonight for the Baystars. So, ball two outside. 2-2 count. So, we'll see how that goes. Check chat. FTN on IPU. Yeah. Yeah, Mason Roblox. 3 viewers. Thank you for watching. That's insanely low. I'm definitely not used to that. Which is kind of surprising. Anyways, the 2-2 payoff. Strike three swinging Alex up the bat. 2 games, 333 batting average. He's wearing a Hanwha Eagles jersey. That is kind of wild work. Getting on the mound, Short One Fire wearing the number 3 for Dale. Home runs allowed 5, walks 5, and his win-loss record is 3-3. Strike one. So maybe the number 3 is going to resonate with him. There's another 3 in his whip, 1.073. His ERA at a nice 2.2 with 48 strikeouts on the season. Wow, it's pretty far into the season. Strike 2. Now, speaking of how far we are into the season, I want to mention that the season ends in about 2 weeks from today. September 14th, 2024 is when I kind of calculated. Strike 3 swinging there. 4 up to bat. That's kind of when I calculated. Now, so the Portland Stags forfeit a 2nd game in a row to the Rakuten Eagles. So I'll go over the IPU standings real quick once again, which is not going to be that long. Strike one. This implies that Denver, if they win tonight, takes the Division C lead. Hiroshima catches up if they win tonight, as that's going to be fouled. DNA could be within 1 game. Brisbane could be within 2. But that's it. If everybody loses, Brisbane wins, and Yokohama wins, then both of them could be back in it. Now the 0-2 is going to be balling inside. Now, we could see a late season resurgence from the Wizards. They just need to go on an insane streak because the Doosan Bears would need to start losing, which they have. They were 7-2 before the All-Star break, and now they're 7-4. That's going to be hit down the line and foul. I've had my fair share of seeing foul balls here, except it was in the Season 23 postseason at Main League. Well, the 1-2 payoff, 2 away. Bitey on first, the pitch. And that's going to be, oh, that's going to be absolutely hammered. Unfortunately, not going to drop. That's going to be the 3rd out to the bottom of the 1st. Varick on YT up to bat. Now, some other stories that I want to talk about. LA and Miami are tied. Hokkaido is 6-5 right now, so they're 1 game above 500. They're on a nice little streak. They're facing Dallas at SCON. Then that puts, yeah, so then they need to beat, they would need Miami and LA to lose to be within 1 game. That's going to be grounded, and that's going to be the 1st out of the inning. Wait, what? What was that throw? That throw is way missed. That's going to be an infield double. That could have been horrible if he missed that ball. Legends up to bat. What was that? That was great IPU fielding. Well, I'm going to go choose a T-Bucks fielding guide. Nah, I don't think it's needed. That was a weird play. I thought that was caught. Anyways, 1 runner on second, putting the first hit of the night on. That's an error. That's an error. I would not count that as a hit, but we don't track errors in HCBB because it's sort of impossible. I don't know. Maybe one day. Anyways, no errors because can't really call an error in HCBB considering the fact that it's all going to be weird. Anyways, that's going to be way hit in the right center. Is it going to drop? No, it doesn't. First out. Runner does not go, so sure one fire, the pitcher's battle. First time tonight. This time it's going to be home batting, away pitching. Now the Cebu Lions are probably out of it. 5 games back. Sydney might be out of it. 4 games back in their respective division. Yeah, that was weird. Then you have the Brooklyn and Seattle in 5th and 6th. I think they're out of it. They're 5 and 6 games back respectively. Maybe ball one. Maybe Houston. They need to get on a nice winning streak here. They're 1 game under 500. They're 3 games back from Atlanta. I think top 2 in every division makes. Yeah, I can't really I can't really put errors in the scoreboard. Like if I click view innings, it's gonna say 1 hit for each. So it's I just count what the game says. 1-1, 1 away. 2-1. Well, then you have Arizona. They're definitely locked in. It is impossible. If they started a losing streak today, they cannot go under 500. They can match 500, but they can't go under 500. But yeah, I've covered most of the standing stuff already. Pittsburgh might be out of it. They're on a 2-game losing streak. Wichita could be out of it depending on how this game goes. That's going to be hit way back. That nearly went, and it's not going to go for a ground rule double down in the left center. But it is going to score the first run of the ball game, putting the Wizards on the board, and that's going to be 2-1. So if that error doesn't happen at first base, we could have 2 outs, and that would be the first hit of the game. Oh, let it go. And yeah, well, yeah, there's no way Arizona doesn't make it. Portland might not make it if they continue the forfeit streak up. Hiroshima. I think every team in Division D, that's going to be hooked down the line, foul. Not Division D, I think every team in Division C has a chance. Some teams just need to get on a hot streak like Yokohama and Brisbane. Other teams need to protect their lead. Now, if Portland keeps doing what they're doing, then I think they're cooked. 1-1. I don't know, though. That's just me. They had some run. Well, they had a few games lead to experiment with, and now they forfeit a few games, so it's kind of wild. Speaking of games, let's go check on some other ones. So the Firebirds are winning 5-0. That's going to be expected. League server 2, right, that one finished. The Brooklyn Bears are winning 5-1 over the Stars. So 11-1 Hokkaido over the Panthers. Failed pickoff from Say. The Bulls are winning 6-0 over the Whitecaps, so the Whitecaps are probably not going to make any progress. Rebels 1-0 bottom of the first. Brisbane and Sydney, 0-0. Pittsburgh and Cebu, 0-0. And the final game, Hiroshima and Miami, 0-0. So this game is going to decide what happens. So if Hiroshima wins, they tie Denver and Portland. If Miami wins, they take first in Division A. And then we're in League Server 10, so no need to check that. 2-2. I think it's going to be 8. Top 2 from each division. That's my take. 2-2, 1 away. And that's going to be hit down the left field line. It's going to drop. It's probably going to be a ground rule double. No, it's not. But that's going to score the second run. And yes, it will. T-Petty sus up the bat. So I think Rap is live right now, considering he said he was gonna do Sydney and Brisbane. I'm gonna go check that real quick. That's gonna be hit, fouled away. Strike 2. Let me go check if he's alive right now. He is not. Huh, that's kind of wild. That's going to be grounded, strike 2, staying alive, T-Petty. Well, I guess me wearing a Yokohama jersey sucks. Sucks, I want to support my own team anyways. The 0-2, say deals, and it's going to be strike 3 swinging on a pitch inside, 2 away. Gary Del Pilar up the bat. I've seen him quite a few times in Asia League. I'd have to check what team he's on. I think he was on KT Wiz. He's either KT Wiz or the one they faced today. Sydney. So one of those two. I'm going to have to check the draft. Anyway, Say goes up to him 1-0. And he is not... So, oh no, he's on Rakuten. Okay, that's my fault. That's where I saw him from. So, strike 1. So, he's in Asia League on Rakuten. Now, not the Rakuten Monkeys, not to be confused with the Chinese baseball team, the CPBL team. We're talking about the Rakuten Eagles, the one from Japan. 1-2. If you didn't know, there's actually a Chinese baseball team named the Rakuten Monkeys. I don't know why. Kind of funny name. 1-2 count, 2 away. And that's going to be strike 3 looking. Top of the second after a nightmarish ending for Say. Well, not that bad. It just kind of sucks. Anyways, the Mako 5 up the bat. Yokohama's just using today as sort of a developmental day. That's their main focus. They're not really trying to win the World Series. I mean, it'd be nice, but they're just using this to develop players and, you know, set them up for the main goal, which is going to be the main League World Series that they can send their players to. That'd be a cool flex later down the line if they could say that one of their players won the World Series in HCBB, which there's a chance. There's a few guys that in here that I could see on a main league roster. That's going to be hit in the right center, and the Mock has the second hit of his career in, I think, 3 games. So, oh, he's going to try to extend it. What are you doing? You're out by a mile. That is IPU base running at its finest. You could see, why wouldn't you just stay 1? Why would you try to extend 2 on that? Hi, Vortex. So, looks like these guys might need the Vortex bunting guide. Bowling upstairs. That is the most horrendous base running I've seen. Strike 1. One count, 1 away. And now that's going to be strike 2. So now the 1-2, 1 away. And strike 3 singing. 2 away, Say up the bat. The pitcher's battle happening again. This time they're going to switch sides. The away is batting and now the home is pitching. So surefire, pretty good stats on him. Same as Say. So it's going to be like 2 trucks colliding. No, 2 trains colliding. And that's going to be a base hit. Very bloop hit. But it's still going to be a base hit nonetheless. It's going to go on the hit counter. Bitey's up the bat, lineup turns around. And that means that Yokohama has 8 players, if I'm correct. Checking final scores. 6-2 Houston Bulls. Denver Whitecaps do lose, so the Hiroshima Toyo Carp would have to win tonight to take advantage of that and tie the other two teams in Division C. The Yokohama DNA Baystars would have to win tonight in order to become 1 game within, and the Brisbane Bandits would have to win in order to go 2 games within. Another final score has been posted as I say that. No, never mind. That's just someone being tagged. 0-1. 2 away. 2 strikes. Now we're getting a very good look at what teams could be playoff and what teams could not. Like, I could go over what teams I think could be playoff again, but 2-2. Balling inside. I might do it after this at bat. Which I'm gonna do. 1-2. And now the payoff is gonna be hit. Foul. Bitey. Gonna stay alive. 1-2 count, 2 away. No one's buying that. At least in HCBB, kind of a pointless ad. 1-2. And he's going to take strike 3, bottom of the second. Now, going over the IPU standings. They're kind of messed up. Oh, well, who cares? I don't care. Good deal with that. Now, what teams are going to be playoff teams? I'll go mark them in yellow. Because that's kind of the normal color I would. LA. These two teams. I think any top 3 team right here is going to be playoff team. Rakuten and Atlanta could be it. Maybe you could include Houston in it if they get on a nice winning streak and one of these 2 teams start to choke. Yep. And then you have Portland. Any of these teams could actually go to the playoffs. Just depends what their winning streak looks like. Now the 3 I think would miss out: Portland, DNA, and then Brisbane. I think you can interchange maybe Portland and Hiroshima. I think Denver has a good chance of going. And then the 2 teams, I think Arizona might have it. And then maybe Wichita or Dallas. I think Doosan might have a bad fall off. They're a very big question mark team right now is what I'm saying. So if I had to guess a few teams, maybe LA, Miami, Nippon Ham might miss out. I'll go over it here in a second. Balling well. So LA, Miami, Rakuten, Atlanta, Denver, and Hiroshima. As we're gonna get this pitch right here. Oh, ball 2. And then maybe I'm gonna say Arizona and Wichita. Wichita is sort of a sleeper pick, but if it's very possible that Doosan extends their losing streak. It's also very possible they started on a winning streak, but depends how hot both teams get. Anyways, enough about my playoff, horrible playoff takes, because I probably have really horrible ones. But that's what makes my takes so funny. I don't know. 2-2. I don't know. Maybe I have random hope. I don't know. I feel like some of those takes will happen, and I feel like, I don't know. I don't want to leave Nippon Ham out, but then, like, what happens if Miami makes it? I don't know. I think it's going to be a good fight between LA, Miami, and Hokkaido. And it's going to go to the last round. That's my prediction. That's going to be grounded to your father. He's going to try. First out. Dragon user up to bat. Well, as I was speaking earlier, we do have a catcher, Ronaldo. So he's going to be the number 9 batter. Anyways, I'd like to hear your guys' predictions on what teams you think are going to go to the postseason in hypothetically a 2-team format from each division, and then what teams you think would go into you know, just go that way from each division. Just go over what 2 teams you think would make it. Maybe a wild card pick. So maybe, I don't know, who would you even put in the wild card? I have no idea how the IPU postseason works. I'm going to go ask that, but 1-2. It's sort of confusing. How would a wild card work? It's, wow. And that's a very slow pitch. Strike 3 swinging 2 away. Because you could have like a wild card team from each division. So like top 3 teams from each division. Could do it like NPB style. Mix it NPB and MLB. So have like strike 1 swinging. Have like 3 series, the World Series, Division Series, Championship Series, then the wild card. But like take top 3 teams from each division, like how NPB would do it with the leagues. So Pacific League takes top 3 teams. Pacific and Central League take top 3 teams from each regular season. 2 of them fight it out in the wild card. Then the top 2 teams, aka the first place team, gets a 1-win advantage for winning the pennant, and then the one that wins in the wild card face off in a best of 6. Strike 3 swinging. And now top of the 3rd. So my assumption is going top 3 teams, and then they all fight in the division. Not division. They fight in the wild card per division, and then you see them go to a division series, then a championship series, then a strike 1, then a World Series. That's my pick. So maybe top 3 teams. If that would make my life so much easier. It's only round 12. We probably shouldn't be talking about this, but also we're kind of getting to the point where it's starting to get a bit late in the season. We know who's not going to be in the postseason, you know, so on. Well, talking about other news, some transactions have happened though too, and that was a very laggy hit, and he's gonna make he's gonna run it out somehow. Okay, what a hit. I have no idea if that was a bunt or not, but hey. Well, talking about some divisional changes. The Carp have released 3 players, Jack Wack 2306, Mimi 2084, and Andrastical. They signed 1 player, P2 Kuru. Denver Whitecaps have signed Circle as round 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the Portland Stags have released 4 players. Ball 1 outside. Tower needs rental. Var smells bacon. Graveyard 885. John Mox. And that's going to be strike 1 looking. So the Stags release 4. They haven't really made any good changes to their team, and their roster might be finished. And now, 1-2 count. And then, well, speaking of which, a new announcement has been made. The Portland Stags have gotten one of their players suspended for the remainder of Season 3, Froggy Empire, for throwing a game. That is perfect timing. That's going to be hit. It's going to drop, and that puts 2 runners on for Yokohama. So 2 runners on, go ahead run at the plate. Tying run at first. Ball 1 low. That was great timing. And now strike 1. Nearly clips inside, but I mean, it did clip on the inside, but didn't go that far in for it to be called a ball. 1-1. Now 1 away. And Floor just swings something that would have hit him in the ribs. 1-2. What a bait pitch. Well, the 1-2, 1 away. The pitch, and it's going to be 2-2. And failed pickoff at first. So top of the 3rd. Looking around the ballpark, we have maybe a fan in attendance. We'll go check on who that is. They kind of look not happy to be here. And strike 3 swinging. The Mako 5 getting his second hit last at bat. Oh, there's a reserve seat over there. Reserve for Ray's Ward, okay. We got a few fans in attendance. One seems to be a Yokohama fan. 1-0 count. If you're curious, my sleep schedule is a bit better. Ooh. Failed pickoff. And that's going to be strike one swinging. 1-1. That was a ball up high that you probably shouldn't have swung at, but it's okay. 1-1. 2 away. Runners in scoring position. And that strike two swinging. That was very early. New final score posted. Arizona wins 6-0 over Seattle, making their record 11-1. Strike three swinging to the bottom of the third we go. Varick up the bat. Well, 0-1. Strike two swinging. You want to know what's really funny to me? I'm going to write a list of teams that the Baystars have won against. There are only 4 teams. And this is going to be blowing upstairs. Now, I'll show you on the whiteboard what teams they've won against. Here in a minute after this at-bat. So, Varick with a 1-2 count. The payoff to come this time. The 1-2 is going to be absolutely hit down the line, and that's going to be a base hit. And the fan tries to jump onto the field. Well, perfect time to talk about what teams they've beat. Not LA, not Miami, not Nippon Ham. They haven't beat any Division A team. They've beat Atlanta. They've beat Seattle. That's 2 teams. They beat Portland, and then the last team, they beat Arizona. So that's the 4 teams they've beat, and all the teams they've lost against. I'm just gonna draw a line. Do I even need to? There's. Oh, that's gonna be grounded. That's gonna be 1, and that's gonna be 2 for a double play. I apologize about that. Don't want to lose my very special lines. Then they've lost against. Oh, that's a line. Yeah, so that's 6 teams they've lost against. I'm missing 1. They haven't played Denver. Who did they lose against? What? Oh, LA, right, yeah. That's every team they've lost against. So, it's kind of crazy when you put into perspective that one of their wins was against the absolute madhouse of the Arizona Firebirds. And the other 3 were against half-decent teams. Now, a new transaction has been posted. The Miami Sharks signed DJTX. Another final score, ball 2. The LA Stars have gotten beaten 5-1 to the Brooklyn Bears. The Hokkaido Nippon Ham Fighters beat the Dallas Panthers 15-0 in a forfeit, or 15-1 in a forfeit, which is crazy to me. 3-1. So the Dallas Panthers lose. Hokkaido wins 15-1. Absolutely insanity. So that means every 8 p.m. slot has finished. Now we're just on to the 9 p.m. slot. We'll be going on to an off day tomorrow. So luckily that I finally get my break. That's going to be fouled. A full count. 2 away. I want to go over scores again. Not really much to talk about tonight. I mean, the Wizards are up by 2 runs. They've been pretty good. Say going to deal the full count pitch. And that's going to be strike 3 swinging to the top of the 4th we go. Well, oops. Well, hold on. Well, I'm back. Sorry, I got interrupted. Rebels are winning 1 over the Bears. Bandits are winning 2-0 over the Blue Sox. That's to be expected. The Toyo Carp are winning 2-1 over the Sharks. And then that's us. So that's going to be strike 2, check swing. He went somehow. I don't know how. Well, let's talk about it. Strike 3 swing, and Seisei's up to bat. 317 batting average, 1 home run, 3 RBIs. That home run came 11 games ago, 12 games ago against Portland. We thought that team was going to be a very good team. 11 games later, they are now 4-7. Some of those wins coming against Portland, Arizona. Could be Wichita if they make a good comeback. Seattle. And finally, I went over this like 5 minutes ago. I don't know how I forgot. And that's going to be grounded. Will it be a hit? Wow, that's a hit of all time, and he's going to be safe. I'm not even surprised. And the last of those wins came against the... No, I said Arizona. What team am I forgetting? Well, I always seem to forget the 4th team. They had 2 chances to win against the Miami Sharks and Doosan Bears, but they unfortunately just lost. That's going to be a double play. That's going to be 1, and that's not going to be 2. So Yokohama somehow getting the weirdest hits known to man and still not being able to use their running and scoring position effectively. Ronaldo up. Strike 1 swinging. Now, we could see multiple teams make a turnaround. I mean, there's a few that have tried. The Houston Bulls, strike 2 swinging. The Houston Bulls are making a turnaround for the better. Now, the Portland Stags are making a turnaround for the worse. The 0-2 is going to be strike 3 swing. Into the bottom of the 4th we go. Verf up the bat. There's not really anyone else I'm thinking of. The Doosan Bears are making a turn for the worse. There's no one else I can really say. Those are 3 teams that are doing different than when they came into the All-Star break. The Fighters, they were expected to do good coming out of the All-Star break. They had a perfect game against Yokohama. That's the game they started waking up, and that's the game they started just winning against every team. They won against Yokohama. They won against their next opponent, which is the Portland Stags, and then they won against their last opponent today, which would have been the Dallas Panthers 1-0. So, Hokkaido's a very good team. Strike 1. I thought that was a Crest toothpaste bat. Someone make a Crest toothpaste bat, please. That'd be amazing. Like, I would generally use that bat if someone made a Crest toothpaste bat. That's what I want in my life. Strike 2 looking. Crest toothpaste ingredients. What are you gonna do? Eat the toothpaste? That's gonna be strike 3 looking. Or swinging, sorry. Swinging. T Petty up the bat. Oh no, I said looking. It was a bunt. So, yes, it was a bunt. 0-1. It was not a very laggy hit. I expected it to be a bunt. It was indeed a bunt for Vortex, and it did work. Now the 0-2, 1 away. Huh. Okay. Ooh, strike 3 swinging, 2 away. Just check your score bracket real quick. Just look at it. That's all I need to say. Gary Del Pillar up the bat. Bottom of the 4th. This game is effectively over unless the Yokohama offense can wake up, which they randomly do late in games. Strike 1. Now, every time they've woken up late in games, the 2 most memorable ones, Tucson and Miami, they haven't won. That's going to be popped up. No one's going to be able to get that. Gary stays alive. Now, can they turn around that and actually win a game scoring late? Oh, 2. And that's going to be absolutely crushed down the line. Foul. That ball maybe would have been caught if that was fair. So, honestly, disappointing foul, but hey, you get another chance to swing at it, and he's going to look for strike 3. Top of the 5th. I don't even know if that was a strike. Ace of Kai up the bat, batting 500 in 2 games with a 500 OPS. Here's the Wichita dugout. We've got this view many times in the Season 23 postseason. And here's the Yokohama dugout. This dugout, well, we used to see them wearing LA Stars jerseys in Season 23 on FTN because that series was, well, quite something. The Wizards made a late comeback in Game 1. Eventually walked the game off. Kai bunts it. This one's for Vortex. Unfortunately, doesn't work. 1 away. Head up the bat, making hard contact at the plate, just sometimes not going far. We'll see if he can clutch up for the Baystars again, like he did against Miami. Nearly. If only that worked. Strike 1 swinging. They almost made a tie ball game right there. If they only scored 1 more run, unfortunately they couldn't have, and that's going to be fouled away. Strike 2. That home run call is one of my favorite calls of all time, by the way. The 0-2, 1 away, and he swings at strike 3. Alex plays up the bat, 2 games, 400 batting average. Not doing too bad for himself. We'll see how he does tonight. And that's going to be balling upstairs. Strike 1 swinging. Strike 2 looking. That's going to be a popped up foul. Not going to get to it. Tried to, jumped over the, jumped into the foul seats, unfortunately. Couldn't get there. 1-2, 2 away. Well, now the 1-2. Strike 3 swinging. Doggy up the bat. Well, the Portland Stags do not receive Orange Finger 0-2 since the Sydney Blue Sox already got dibs. And frankly, I think Orange should be happy about that. That's going to be grounded to the first baseman of Ed, and that's going to be the first out here in the bottom of the 5th. Dragging up the bat. One away. Strike one swinging. Ball one upstairs. Strike two swinging. Now, dragging down on the 1-2 count, one away. 60 pitches for Say. And speaking of Say, we'll check his stats right now, see how much they've changed. And ball two. Well, checking his stats. 3.5 ERA, 31 strikeouts, .913 whip, 1 home run allowed, 0-0 for the wins and losses and walks. Now that's going to be strike three swinging, 2 away. Rio up the bat. That's going to be strike one. Whipping the inside. Now strike two check swing, but it doesn't matter. That was already a strike. That's going to be hit, popped up. Third baseman gets the ball. And now it's top of the 6th. Ow, I just hit my hand on the cartel there, Castellon. Oopsies. Whoa! Sweepy's up to bat for the first time tonight. He's been doing all right for himself, considering his stats. He's batting 188, 1 RBI, 25 OPS, 9 strikeouts. He's making contact, he's just not getting it in the right places. That's his problem. That's going to be a hit. And that's going to drop. So that 188 average does move up to maybe over 200. And now the Mako 5 up to bat, 143 average. Still looking for his first home run in the league, just like Sleepy. Third at bat tonight for Mock. He doesn't even speak any English. He has to use a translator to talk with his teammates. And well, it seems to be sort of working out. He's batting 143, but that's in his first 3 games as he pops that one up foul. Is it going to be caught? Definitely not, as it goes way into the stands. Strike one. Stepping back in the box. 0-1 count. 1 runner on. Now the pitch. And it's going to be grounded. Definitely going to be a double play. That's going to be 1. That's going to be 2. Double play. No, it's not! The Wizards fail to make another double play. And the Baystars are allergic to double plays, getting 1 out, but not the second, thankfully for them. The Wizards just can't make it. Strike 1. That looked like to be a ball. That's going to be popped up. Is it going to be caught? No one's going to be there to get it. Strike 2. Lucky souvenir for a fan. Now the 0-2. Sewing up the bat. 0-2, one away. One runner on. The 70th pitch. Going to be ball one downstairs. And that's going to be strike three swinging. Say up the bat. Final out is the 6th. Or the top of the 6th, I should say. Then we go to the bottom of the frame. Now the pitch. Going to be strike one swinging. Oh, 1, 2 away. One runner on. Strike two swinging. Tying run represented at the plate. That's going to be say. They said they were going to win this game today. Unfortunately, that doesn't seem like the case. Oh, Sebastian. And Seiche strikes out swinging. To the bottom of the frame we go. Varick up the bat. Well, inning ends on just over 70 pitches for sure. Now the exact amount, that's going to be 74. Seisei starts 10 less or 9 less at 65. Now he need a 9-pitch inning, which is not possible unless he gets a grounder for the first out right here. Strike one. Now the only difference is Sure hasn't given up any runs. Strike two swinging. The thing is, the Yokohama offense seems very dead. The pitching staff is alright, but the offense just can't get going. That's the issue. That's going to be hit. Center fielder might be sleeping. No, he isn't. One away. Legends up the bat. That's going to be hit. Popped up. No one's going to get it. That's going to drop in right center. CP going to get it. And that's going to be for Seisei. So nice gift for Seisei. One on the base paths. Surefire up the bat. 286 batting average. 1 home run, 5 RBI. Stats are wild. They could change very quickly. Strike one. Now, the last game that the Baystars have scored, well, hate to say this, but August 23rd, 2024. They have had a scoreless streak of, well, they haven't scored since August 20th. Wow. They didn't score in that game. They were shut out. I spread misinformation, my bad. He scored in the game before that against Miami. That's going to be the second out. Verf up the bat. Now, a very interesting Baystar stat is they haven't scored since August 21st. They haven't scored a run in 10 days in that 10th inning. So they've gone 3 full games, 27 innings without scoring a run. that could have been a 2-run shot to tie the ball game. Or not tie the ball game. That could have been a 2-run shot to make the game 4-0. My bad. I was talking about the Baystars scoring. Why? Anyways. Strike 2. So the Baystars haven't scored a run in 10 days. 27. It's on pace for 27 innings. No, wait, no, they haven't scored a run in that Sydney game, did they? I don't think they did. Maybe? They did not. That's interesting. Anyways. Whitey's up to bat to start off the top of the 7th in the 7th inning stretch. Just going to go through this real quick. As I got to change stats. It's only 6 and 5. Okay. Yeah. Just self-explanatory. Well, the Baystars haven't scored a run since, yeah, that game. So, they haven't scored a run. Huh. In 18 innings, plus this game, so 18 plus 7, that would be 25. The Baystars haven't scored a run in 25 innings. One swing of the bat can change that. Unfortunately, not that swing. Now the pitch is going to be strike 2, check swing. Now hypothetically, let's count the Miami game. But let's say they didn't score a run. Ball 1. Let's say they didn't score a run in that 10th inning. Let's say they didn't, yeah. Well, alright. That's going to be strike 3 swinging for the first out. Check swing technically, but still 1. Now let's say, hey, what about if they never scored a run in to tie the game against Miami? That game ended in regulation for maybe 2-3. I can't really remember. No one remembers the middle part of the game. Well, strike 1 swinging from Ronaldo. Wow, this goes farther back than I thought. They definitely didn't score a grand slam. Strike 2 swinging. They haven't scored a grand slam all season. So whatever grand slam we see would be the first one. Strike 3 swinging. And Sure on Fire is making very quick work as he hits yellow stamp. Now he... Alright. Well, their last run scored would have been in the bottom of the 6th with Sigma Ward batting. And that's going to be strike 1 swinging. So, if we don't count that, it would have been 31 scoreless innings so far if they didn't score in the 10th. Strike 2 swinging. So, we could have seen 31 scoreless innings from the Baystars. And that's going to be a bunt way down by Kai, which is honestly not surprising. That's going to be a third out. Now extending the scoreless streak to number 26. So, the last time we talked about the number 26 with the Baystars was with Golden Aquarius doing his perfect game. He only got 26 outs before a hit was given up. Can they go 26 innings and then ruin the 27th? Okay, so it's a 16 playoff That doesn't make sense. I thought it was going to be a 12-team playoff. That's my thought. Well, that's four. That's 4 out of the 6 teams from each division. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense to me. I thought it was gonna be 12-team. Oh, that's what I was told by Flame. 01. Strike 2 swinging. And now strike 3. So third out. Gary up to bat. Well, remember the last time we saw the number 26 with Baystars? It would not surprise me if they did it again. Strike 1. Yeah, that would make the most sense because you have a wild card, you have a division series, you have a championship series, strike 2, and then you have a World Series. That would make the most sense. I don't get why you wouldn't have anything other than that, but hey. I don't run IPU. And that's going to be strike 3 swing on a very slow pitch. I should mention that bite. That's not biting on the mound. Whoops. It's going to be a new pitcher, Ace of Kai on the mound, getting his first strikeout in his career. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's going to be hit, and that's the first hit he's given up in his career. And it might be an extra base hit in the right center gap in Kansas. So that's awesome. I say Kansas as in the state, not the team. So Dragon is up to bat. Well, all right, Shal, let's do something interesting. Over or under 26.5 scoreless innings for the Yokohama DNA Baystars. They're at number 26 right now. They need to get a home run or they just need to score 1 run, and that's going to be popped up. So not going to end this inning on a strikeout. Executive Ed up to bat. No, this is technically number 27. Okay, it's 27. Strike 1, as Ed statutes for statue tonight. Well, all right. Over or under 27.5 scoreless innings for the Baystars. 0-1. As he's going to ground that one, and second baseman is sweeping. Not going to really matter. First out. Alex plays. Still over. Okay. So no matter what, Airville picks over. The Baystars are at 27 scoreless innings right now. The last time they scored was in the 10th inning. No, wait, it would be 26. You know what? I'll give the Baystars the benefit of the doubt. This would be inning number 26. Oh, wait, no, it's the top of the 8th. I don't know what I'm doing. Hold on. I gotta change it back. Sorry, I miscalculated. I'm going back to 26.5. Or no. I'll go, yeah. Well, no, 27.5. So they score a run before the end of the game. That's the bet. Do they score a run before that, or what happens? The 1-2. That's going to be 2-2 outside. Two, 1 away. The 91st pitch, strike 3 swinging. Sweepy up the bat. .235 batting average. Still, he's due for a home run, man. He's really due. I think we're going to see red stamp soon. Top of the 8th. I mean, he's got 4 more outs to pitch until a complete game shutout. And that's going to be hit, popped up. 3 outs remain for a complete game shutout. No, two edging up the bat. Three more outs until the Baystars have 3 full games of scoreless innings. That is going to be crazy. They have not scored since Hokkaido. 0-1. Well, some transactions have happened. Never mind. Some suspensions have happened. Helicopter conditionally suspended for the remainder of Season 3. Refusal to play. Appealable via behavior. MacBook banned from the IPU, as he was banned in Asia Week for the same reason. Strike 3 swinging, illegal activity. Now let's go check on some league servers. League server 5. Nope. League server 6. 4-1 Doosan against the Atlanta Rebels. 6-1 Brisbane Bandits, as they plan to catch up to the Yokohama DNA Baystars in the standings. That's going to be fouled away, strike 1. And the Saitama Seibu Lions are winning 1 over the Stallions. Now that game is tied. 5-5 Miami Sharks and Hiroshima. That's going to be an interesting game to watch if anyone wants to. Also, please keep your feed on this in case you want to see the Yokohama DNA Baystars try to break a scoreless streak. Anyways, out number 2. Legends up to bat. Could be the final out for the Wichita Wizards this game in a good way. Or we'll see what they do. Strike 1 looking. And that's going to be fouled away. That's going to be hit shallow, and that's going to drop. So another hit for the Wizards. Show 1 fire up the bat. Probably the final at bat tonight. Pitcher's battle happening once again. Bowling inside. Starter versus reliever. Looking for a complete game shutout. Fires. And that's going to be caught out. What an impressive catch by the second baseman. Mock up the bat. 3 outs remain. We'll see if Mock can do anything as he runs to the infield. Strike 1, swinging. Now the 0-1, strike 2, swinging. Now the 0-2. Oh, whoa, bait. Strike 3, 1 away. Top of the 9th. I didn't change it apparently. Okay, that's weird. Son Rogue up the bat. 1 away. Now the pitch. Strike 1, swinging. Well, he's about to get this game over with pretty quickly. And that's going to be hit! Oh, that's an insane mag. It's going to drop. What an insane mag that was. That sounded like 180 off the bat. That sounded like 180. Wow. Well, Seisei's up the bat. Really good hit here. Could end the Yokohama scoreless streak. That's going to be grounded. And it's going to be missed! It's not even going to be thrown. That puts both runners on. What is happening? Are they going to still let him try for the complete game shutout? He's off the mound. Timer's running out. Legend's going to get on. Is he? No, he's not. Complete game shutout still possible. 98 pitches dealt. No Maddox tonight. But there's a possible chance at a Maddox. We'll see. Just has to happen and no Maddox. 1-0. What is happening? Oh. One-oh. And they have a reliever. Nope. He's going to come in at second, so they've replaced the second baseman for missing that play, understandably. Well, sure one fire. Last one we talked to him, he got a complete game shutout. We'll see if he can repeat that success. Strike one swinging at a pitch that probably shouldn't have been swung at, top of the ninth. Runner in scoring position. All he needs is a double for the scoreless streak to end. Strike two looking, one away. Man, there's two chances that good things happen tonight on both sides of the dugout. That's going to be hit. It's going to drop. That might load the bases at will. Throw home. No one's going to challenge it. All right, well. Bunt might end the scoreless streak. It might. What happens here? I mean, Ronaldo's off the plate. You gotta get in the box. Come on. Well, sure one's gonna get back on the mound. He's not gonna call it quits till it's quits, which would be the end of the complete game shutout. Then I guess he's gonna get replaced. That's good. Oh, that's a very good foul. That's what Wichita wanted to see. If that was fair, that was ending the complete game shutout and the scoreless streak. And now the pitch, strike two swinging. Ronaldo's not in a good spot. 0-2, one away. What's he going to do? Maybe a bunt. The pitch, and he's going to foul that away. What a good foul. Let's check the Yokohama dugout. Kind of empty. Is that an old Yokohama jersey? No. Gonna check back here on the cam. The 0-2 payoff. Strike three swinging. The Baystars down to their final out. Before they get three consecutive shutouts against them. One was nearly a perfect game. The second was against the team's 3 for 7. And now the third could be against this team. It's popped up. Not popped up. An infield hit. The Baystars have done it. They end the scoreless streak at 27 innings. The Baystars have done it! They end the scoreless streak. What a night. Wow. They end the scoreless streak at 26. Sorry. 26 innings of scoreless baseball. They will not go 27. They will not go 3 consecutive games. They ruin another number 27. This time 3 consecutive games. It doesn't matter if they lose. They finally end the scoreless streak. I mean, it does matter. Bases are still loaded. Ed up the bat. All he needs is a base hit, and that ties the ball game. 108. Dude, sure. Come on, man. He might end the ball game right here. The Baystars down to their final out, or final strike at that. Can't believe we've seen 26 innings of scoreless baseball, and it ends right here. That's crazy. Started this game at 18 scoreless innings, and now it ends at 26. Top of the ninth. Sure's going to step off the mound. Now he's going to get back on. It all comes down to this pitch. Ed's walking in. The 0-2. Strikeout swinging. The Wizards win anyways. Unfortunately not going to be a complete game shutout. Unfortunately not going to put the Baystars scoreless innings at 3 games. 27 innings, but they do win anyways, setting the record at a 5-7. Which ends this game at, I believe, 11 hits? Can't remember. What a game that was. I was just more there for the scoreless streak than the actual game at that point. Final standings, Yokohama with 11 hits, 1 run, and somehow Wichita 2 runs and 7 hits. Well, if that first inning went differently, we might still be here in the bottom of the ninth, but it is not. And everyone is surrounding the mound for some reason. I have no idea. Yeah, that's the ball game. Baystars still can't do it. They're on a scoreless streak. Well, next opponent. I'm going to go check that, actually. And one more time, we're going to go check over final scores, see if anything happened. Nothing, but we'll check the league servers as we wait. So, checking league server number 6. We have 4-2 for Doosan, so they might finally end their losing streak at 2. Not really a bad losing streak in any means. Brisbane, yeah, no, they're good. Pittsburgh and Saitama 1-1. And the Hiroshima Toyo Carp are leading 6-5 over the Miami Sharks. Now, the next game is going to be against the Houston Bulls at home. So probably expect another loss there. Expect the losing streak to go. Hi, Juke. Expect the losing streak to go at 4. But hey. Well, that's all from me tonight. Thank you for joining me. Finally good to see the Baystars on their scoreless streak at 26 innings. Not exactly 3 games. It's another thing they ruined that hits the number 26. First was, of course, the perfect game. Now it's going to be the scoreless streak. And they ruin a lot of perfect things. Except I don't really know if there's such a thing as a perfect scoreless streak, but it really doesn't matter. Anyways, that's all from me tonight. I hope you all have a good night. Have a good one.